Hey traders and investors, it's Rod with VPT Live TV. In tonight's episode, I'm going to continue on a theme that I've talked about today. In fact, I've made two videos about it today. So in our community today, we estimate we made about $20,000, $30,000, probably closer to $30,000 trading Bank of America call options. And I wanted to talk about it in a little bit more detail tonight because it's really not important what I make or some of the other lead traders here. It's whether people in our community are able to get into these trades, follow along, and take action on them. It's really about being empowered in that kind of way. So the themes I'm going to talk about tonight with Bank of America are really important. Here's the first one. We'll look at it in just a moment in more detail. It's that Bank of America is the typically top three, always top five, single stock option. Why is that important? Whether you're new to options or have traded options in the past, and especially if you're an experienced option trader, you know that getting into options at good prices is very difficult. It can be very difficult, especially if we're all over the place in terms of the stocks that we're trading. So if we focus on things like Apple Day Options Program, Bank of America, Facebook, Microsoft, Intel, these are the single stock options that trade the most amount of volume. And that means that we can get into these trades as a large group, taking and looking and learning and trading and teaching all at the same time. So Bank of America fits that bill. Secondly, it's a low-cost stock on a dollar basis. So that makes the options, the ability to get into options with a high delta in the money options also very possible. And then the final thing right now as we're making this video is we're post earnings. So we're in the heart of earnings season for a variety of different stocks. In fact, today Qualcomm reported, Facebook reported, Las Vegas Sands reported, but Bank of America reported earlier. So we don't have any earnings type of risk, and that's past us. And by the way, the bank's got a nice bid today. So with only about a 25-cent range in the stock today, again, able to make $30,000 as a community, trading about 1,500 contracts of the 8,500 contracts that traded today, was just in our VPT community. Let's take a look at how that all worked, and we'll jump into the charts right now. Thanks. Okay, let's start in the charts here. So this video tonight, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with technical analysis or giving the setups. I have drawn a wedge in here. A wedge pattern is typically a pattern that will lead to a breakout above the descending trend line or the ascending trend line. But point out a couple key areas that we've been talking about frequently in our room. The first is this double bottom right here. Let's just call it 1530. We were really looking at 1526, and then we have this level up here at 1590. You can see right here is where it reported earnings just several days ago. So this is a 39-minute chart. Why do we like 39 minutes? We like 39 minutes because it gives us 10 equal bars during the day on a 39-minute bar. There's 390 minutes in the cash session. That's from 6:30 to 1 o'clock here on the West Coast Pacific time. So anyway, we're targeting that level there, and then right in the middle here, let's just call it 1550, 1560. That's where we became interested and called out in our room that we were going to take the first piece, put on a couple trades, and let's take a look at how those go out in real time. So we'll go over here to TweetDeck, and let's see. I think it's right. It's right there. I think it's right here. There it is, right there. So that's one of the alerts right there. Okay, so bought. Bank of America, 15 contracts. Bank of America, May 15, 15 calls. Whoa, that's a lot. 15 contracts of the May 15, 2015, 15 calls. Man, that's 15 across the board. So that's right there at 56 cents. So the 56 cents. Let me see. Is that one day ago? Is that that could have been in a previous session? I think that might have been a previous session. No, that's today's session. Okay, so that's today's session there, and then. We have a variety of other alerts that went out here that got us in this particular trade. But the most important part is that everyone is able to get into these fills around the same time, limit orders or even market orders, because of the liquid nature of a stock like Bank of America. Let's go over here and take a look at the way this sucker traded today. Move this here. So there we go. I think this print's actually wrong. I think it got a little lower than that. So 15, let's just call it 60 cents to 88 cents on the option. Okay, that's 15 cents to 88 cents on the option. That's $60 to $88 per contract. And if we go in, that's Apple. Don't want Apple. I want Bank of America. This is what we mean by in the money high delta options, which you can't always do on things like Apple or others. Well, you can, but they cost more. They're more expensive. So here we got 15.72 on the stock, and over here we have 82 cents on the option. So would you rather buy the stock for $15.72, or would you rather control the same option with an 80 delta at only 10-cent premium? 72 cents versus 82 cents. $1,572 per 100 shares, or $82 per 100 shares. All right, options all day long. That's the power of options. That's what we teach in VPT Live, is to not be scared of options, to understand them, to trade them directionally. We talk more about that as well. So it's a directional foundation. What does directional mean? That simply just means that we talk about puts or calls. So if we have a bullish bias, we buy calls. If we have a bearish bias, we buy puts, and we keep it very, very simple. Liquid stocks that you can get in all day long. All you can eat 15.50 on the stock. All you can eat over, there we go, 8,800 contracts traded today. So we took out almost all of this out of the range, started buying them in the 60 cents, sold them 70, 75, 80, 85. I was actually flat a little early, but I got all kinds of great feedback from people in the community. Thank you today. We're going to work on also sharing statements. We're going to call it sharing statements something. Sharing statements Saturdays? No, that's not during the week. Sharing statements something. We'll come up with some sort of cool alliteration. So rather than always talk about what the lead traders are making, it's more importantly talking about what the communities are making. All right, so let's go ahead and move this out of the way, come back to the chart for a moment. And I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to just come over here and give us a little timestamp, because I don't think I did that in the beginning. So it's today's Wednesday, April 22nd, 2015. We're talking about how our community made nearly $30,000 today trading Bank of America call options, deep in the money call options on Bank of America. All right, we'll leave it there for now. You can always find out more about VPT Live, our services, our products, and our community at vptlive.com. Thanks for listening to VPT TV. This is Rod reminding you, always trade like you mean it. Have a great evening. We will see you later.